I've been dreading posting a long form video like this on YouTube for such a long time, and I've been just putting it off because I thought that the video might not be any good. I might not be any good. My English might not be any good. And I've just landed on the fact that it probably isn't, but we all have to start somewhere, and you can't get any better if you don't start. So here I am trying my best because I have struggled a lot with mental health and just not feeling any good. And 2.5 years ago, around 2.5 years ago, I got admitted to a psych ward, and I learned a lot about myself. And my main goal is to help others who feel the same as I did, because I've gained a lot of experiences and I might have some advice, and I'm really hoping to help at least one person who is struggling. And like I said, 2.5 years ago, I got admitted to a psych ward. Now I've written and published a book which sold out. It was only 300 copies, but it still sold out, which means a lot to me. And I have also co-founded a clothing brand, which I never thought I would be able to do. I couldn't even hold on to a job for a long period of time. And those things really mean a lot to me because they remind me of how far I have come. And even though I'm still struggling from time to time, I'm only 23 years old, I still have a lot to learn. And everyone has a lot to learn, even if you're 30 or 40 years old. But seeing how far I've come from how much I was struggling before really gives me confidence, and it makes me believe that it will become even better if I just keep on working on myself. And one of the first things I did when I went to a therapist after I got admitted to psych ward was start to write every single thing down. Everything needs to be written down, if it's on paper, if you prefer that, or on an iPad, computer. I started off with paper and then got an app or several apps. I started out with Notion, now I'm using Reflect. And writing everything down, how I feel, what I have to do, all my ideas, everything just makes me be more creative, and also gives me peace of mind, especially when I'm going to sleep, because I used to struggle a lot with sleep back in the days. But writing everything down has really helped me stop overthinking. And that was the first thing I did. The second thing I did was to start to read a lot more, and I wrote down notes from every single book I read and tried to implement the things I read into my life. And it took a long time before I actually could see the result and the benefits of doing the things the book said. But I started out and stuck to it as long as I could, and started seeing the benefits a couple of months after I started doing that. And the last thing, and maybe the most important thing, was that I started exercising at least 3 times a week. And it didn't have to be running a 10K or lifting 50 kilos of bench or whatever. It was just starting to move my body and to be more active, and that has done wonders for my mental health. I have a lot to do every single day, and these 3 things help me manage my life a lot better. And as I said, with my own YouTube channel, we all have to start somewhere, and you can't implement all things at the same time. You just have to start and figure out what works for you, and never give up. You might not see the benefits at first. You might have to change the way you work, or change the way you write notes, exercise, and so on. But you have to start somewhere, practice, become better, and it will do wonders for your life. And just remember that it's okay to struggle. It isn't the end of the world. All of us struggle from time to time. And after we grow older and gain more experience, we get tools to help us manage those hard times. So please don't give up. Keep going. Everything will be okay.